Okay, as you can tell from the ingredients in front of me, I'm going to be making pea soup. I wanted to make pea soup, but I've got some leftover ingredients, so I'm just going to throw them in as well. So it's pea vegetable soup, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start by putting some onions in a pan with some crushed garlic and olive oil. Just cook them gently until they become translucent. I'm going to add some carrot that I had left over, and some wild mushrooms, and some sweet peppers, or bell peppers if you're from the US. Okay, so just as the onions are starting to go translucent, I'm going to put the carrot in. So that's one medium onion chop, 20 grams of garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. This is 4 small carrots chopped, and we're going to have 60 grams of mushrooms and same of peppers. Going to add some black pepper and some salt. After a couple more minutes, I'm now going to add mushrooms, and the peppers. Let that all sweat and reduce down for about 5 minutes. Okay, so it's all the vegetables sweated down nicely. I've got a pan over here with 500 ml of chicken stock and 25 grams of butter. I'm going to transfer all this into the pan now. I've just transferred a little bit of the stock into my frying pan to loosen all the brown flavour off the bottom of the pan. It's basically extra stock for free. I'm going to pour that in now. Then we'll give that about 5 minutes to stew. Okay, I've just checked the tenderness of the carrots and they're not quite there yet, so I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I'm just going to add a couple of dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so everything's tender now, so I'm going to add a kilo of garden peas. I'm just using frozen ones. Whack the temperature up to get that back up to a boil, and add another 500 ml of water. And I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, so that's been brought to the boil. I've left it for only 2 minutes, that's all it needs. You want to keep the peas tasting really nice and fresh. Just going to reduce the heat now, take it off the heat in fact, and then we're going to add that to the blender in parts, but I'm going to let it cool slightly first. Also, I've got a sweet gem lettuce here and some chopped spring onions. We're going to add these in with the soup mix to the blender, and it'll just give it an extra burst of freshness. So I'm going to let this cool a little and blend it in parts and show you the result. Okay, here we go. That's the first lot in. Just give it a little bit of a pulse. That's our first batch. Let's pour that out into a bowl. Okay, there's our next, second and final batch going in. that's our second and final batch done. Pop that into the bowl with the first batch, and this is just a bit cool. You'd probably just want to warm it up a touch just to have as a hot soup. You can obviously enjoy it cold. You can have it with or without ham. Yes, I could have added coriander or mint or both, but I didn't because I didn't want to. I'm scared of herbs. Yeah, just a side note, whilst you're blending, you might need to add water to make it the correct consistency for your liking and for it to blend properly. I actually added some ice cubes, which helps bring the temperature down as well. You can have this lukewarm, you can have it hot, you can have it cold, but just let the rest of it cool. And store it in the fridge. Should keep for a week.